So I just arrived here to go on my hike, and I wanted to share with you 3 of the blessings we might not be thinking about that the coronavirus is actually causing us to have. When I say us, I mean humanity. So there is a silver lining. It's not all negative, and come with me on my walk and let's explore them. So I feel, as I'm walking on this gorgeous beach in the middle of March while we're all sitting in forced quarantine, that the number one blessing that this coronavirus is giving us is the ability to self-reflect. All our distractions, for the most part, unless we're binge watching Netflix, which a lot of us probably are, sports and social distractions, entertainment distractions, professional distractions, all pretty much have been taken away. So people are home quarantined around the world. And when that happens, people naturally become self-reflective, meaning they will start to look at their history, they'll start to look at their relationships, and they'll start to feel pain bodies that had been suppressed and not thought about because of worldly distractions that have remained there and actually have been festering like a wound. So when we have this self-reflection time, a lot of us will be facing these pain bodies, and like a wound, they'll have to be reopened in order for them to be healed. And so you're going to see a mass healing on the level of emotions and consciousness from this self-reflection. And so that ultimately will translate into a higher consciousness for humanity. So that is the number one blessing. And as I continue on my hike, I will share number 2 with you in just a minute. Okay, so blessing number 2. Before I get into that, I want to share this view with you guys. I'm about to do the cliff walk in Newport, Rhode Island, and I'm going to swing my camera around so you can appreciate this gorgeous day on March 18th. And there's the Chandler, there's the water. Cliff Walk is one of the most scenic walks on the New England coast, so highly recommend it if you've ever visited Newport or coming to New England. You want to do the Cliff Walk. Okay, so let's get back to business. Number 2 blessing is this mandated containment quarantine is helping to cleanse the planet. If you look at Venice and the canals of Venice, they're actually crystal clear. These canals were so cruddy and crappy because of the motorboats that would constantly be going up and down them and the motor traffic. And now dolphins are returning to the canals of Venice. I even saw a picture of an alligator swimming in there, and they're pristine. They're becoming pristine again. Astronauts are taking shots of the Earth from space, and the pollution that would surround major areas in China. If you've ever been to China, you know what I'm talking about. And Los Angeles and major metropolitan areas is all being released because there's no traffic. People aren't in the roads in these big cities, and a lot of businesses are shut down. So there's a massive cleansing going on our planet, which the Greeks refer to as Gaia. They would call planet Earth Gaia because the planet is a sentient being, and it will always do what it needs to do to balance itself. When one species dies out, it introduces a new species. When there was the Gulf oil spill and it was creating ecological imbalance, what Gaia did was she introduced bacteria that, guess what, ate oil. So, balance is something that nature will always do, Mother Nature will always do, and so basically you see that going on now with this cleansing. So imagine 3 months of this. It's only been about 2 weeks of this maximum containment. So, you know, we're going to see a major cleanse of planet Earth, and the ramifications for our reefs, for our ecological systems that have been damaged, are going to be awesome. So that's blessing number 2. All right, let's continue our journey. So what is the third blessing that I wanted to talk about as a result of this coronavirus? And that is change. It's you're going to see change in government leadership, especially in China. I bet within a year or 2 at the most, the current regime, you'll see a change. And Gorbachev said it when they had the meltdown at Chernobyl, was really the cause of the fall of the Soviet Union. And I think you're going to see the same thing with old consciousness that's running these big countries, and people are just fed up with being lied to about. They're not dumb, and people are more empowered now. So you're going to see it there. You're also going to see it in Iran. You know, they got hit pretty hard with the virus, and these draconian regimes that suppress human rights have no place in evolving human consciousness. So this virus is a huge catalyst for that change. You're also seeing now too on a corporate level, even here in the States, that a lot of these CEOs, Facebook, they're doing $100 million in grants to people that are affected. You got Bezos, the chairman of Amazon, that's coming out with a program to help those affected. You have major insurance companies that are basically changing policies that they would never have done. These guys are super strict when it comes to finances, and people are realizing, hey, we got to band together. So this virus is causing us to recognize the oneness that we share on a world level, not just in a countrywide level. So that's blessing number 3, is you're going to see change at the highest levels in business, specifically in governments too, as multiple things cause our consciousness to elevate. So that was number 3. Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this little video, and one more scan of the scenery behind me. And until next time, as always, peace out.